What's going on with Tank and Floyd, man? It's the money scene. What do? Tank and Floyd. Tank and Floyd? Yeah. Floyd not worried about Tank right now because he got to worry about Yaya. She's got like 6 years on probation. So like shit going crazy.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So what you just heard was the voice of undefeated 2-division world champion, reigning WBC middleweight world champion, Jermall Charlo, responding to Jermall Charlo's 32 wins, no losses, no draw, 22 big wins by way of knockout. He'll be 32 years of age next month, 6 feet tall with a 74-inch arm reach. He responded back to the situation between Gervonta Tank Davis, undefeated 3-division world champion, superstar boxer, and his longtime promoter, retired legendary Hall of Fame iconic superstar boxer, and Floyd Money Mayweather, and them going back and forth via social media, and the fact that Gervonta Tank Davis is saying that, you know, his contract is up with Floyd Mayweather Promotions, and that, you know, he essentially can't wait to move on, okay, and do his own thing. He continues to post GTD Promotions, Gervonta Tank Davis Promotions, and you know, he says he's moving on. The only reason he's fighting Rolando Rolly Romero, who is a stablemate of his, another Mayweather Promotions fighter, is simply because his contract is up. Floyd Mayweather knows his contract is up, and so because of that, you know, they're making him fight an in-house fight he don't want. We know Floyd Mayweather held a press conference for his comeback against, you know, somebody he's very familiar with, and Dangerous Don Moore, who was a protege of his late, great, legendary uncle, well-renowned trainer and former world champion Roger Mayweather. You know, he held his press conference the same day Gervonta Tank Davis held his press conference to announce his fight for May 28th, Brooklyn at the Barclays Center against Rolando Rolly Romero. And so with that said, you know, he stated that, you know, Jermall Charlo was asked about this, and he stated that Floyd ain't concerned with Floyd Mayweather, and he can't be concerned because Floyd Mayweather's occupied with his daughter and her situation, her legal situation, as she has, like he said, she has 6 years, 6 years probation, and she is, you know, dealing with some issues. That's Floyd Mayweather's daughter. He has a grandchild due to her, and you know, so Jermall Charlo, he says that Floyd Mayweather can't focus on that, and he can't worry about that because he have to worry about his daughter, because everything is going crazy with Floyd Mayweather, and that's where his focus got to be. And he starts laughing, right? Which I believe, and I'm going to say this, I believe that is distasteful. And the reason I'm going to say is distasteful is because Jermall Charlo was recently dealing with legal issues that, you know, with a family member that claimed that, you know, he had assaulted him allegedly, you know, and Jermall Charlo, you know, he was held and apprehended, and, you know, and so, you know, for that, you know, you just don't mention those things. Right? You just don't mention those things, right? You those things should be out of bounds, right? Because when you're dealing with, you know, somebody's, you know, personal life outside of the sport of boxing. Now, it's one thing for Jermall Charlo to say, listen, you know, things ain't going right with Gervonta Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather, you know, but to mention the fact that Floyd Mayweather's daughter, Yaya, is going through some legal situations, and Floyd Mayweather can't focus because of that, you know, in my opinion, is just wrong. You understand what I'm saying? And so with that said, I think that, you know, that was unnecessary. I think that was completely out of bounds. And the reason that I feel like it was out of bounds is because, again, he was just dealing with situation, and he didn't take kind to people taking to social media and you know, saying, you know, putting up mug shots at him, and, you know, saying that, you know, he's, you know, he was in the wrong, you know. So, you know, when you're in a glass house, don't throw stones. You understand what I'm saying? And just as men, you know, it just shouldn't be brought up, okay? Because as Floyd Mayweather, as a father, you understand what I'm saying? See, Jermall Charlo is a father as well. And so Floyd Mayweather is a father. And as a father, I'm a father, right? Kids are off limits, regardless of what your kids are going through and regardless of what you think about that man, okay, or that adult, right? Yes, she's a grown woman, but she's his kid, right? So that should be off limits. You understand? That should have never been mentioned. And obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis is not happy with the way things are playing out with Mayweather Promotions. Obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis, he feels a certain kind of way. You know, Gervonta Tank Davis feels like, you know, he's being slighted, or, you know, he's not being promoted in the manner he would wish to be promoted, and he wants to part ways, okay? And Gervonta Tank Davis, he took to social media and he stated that Floyd Mayweather, you know, he feels like no matter how much money Floyd Mayweather have, we know Floyd Mayweather is considered to be a billionaire, but he still has jealousy, right? So we know Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, he feels a certain kind of way about Floyd Mayweather and his situation. This is not the first time he expressed, you know, his displeasure with how he's being treated or being promoted, or his relationship with Floyd Mayweather via social media. And, you know, they mended it. They came back together, and they make a lot of money together, right? And I believe that Floyd Mayweather moved Gervonta Tank Davis correct to this day. Now is maybe time for Gervonta Tank Davis to, you know, spread his wings and flee the coop, right? And now do it on his own as he wants to. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, seeing as though Floyd Mayweather did it, you know, when he was signed to legendary promoter, top-ranked CEO and promoter Bob Arum. He flew the coop on his own, bought his way out of his contract, $750,000, and then turned himself into a billionaire, bet on himself. He always lets it be known that, you know, it's about the green print, right? Not the blueprint. He don't lay out the blueprint. He lays out the green print, right? For you to, you know, have success. He's the most successful financial boxer in the history of the sport of boxing, okay? Bar none. It's not even close. He holds the record for every pay-per-view there is, right? So why Gervonta Tank Davis? Why is it disloyal in the eyes of many for Gervonta Tank Davis to want to leave and part ways and do things on his own? Okay, it shouldn't be, right? Because Gervonta Tank Davis, you know, is a superstar, right? And maybe he feels like it's ran its course between him and Floyd Mayweather, okay? Maybe he feel like, you know, Floyd Mayweather just simply can't, you know, take him any further than what he is. He's grown now. When he was with Floyd Mayweather initially, he was young, okay? He was a young adult, and now that he's 27 years of age, 26 wins, no loss and no draw, 24 wins by way of knockout. He has kids now, 2 children of his own, okay? And so now he views things different, okay? Through the lens that he views things is completely different than that of what Floyd Mayweather may view it, okay? And Floyd Mayweather, he stated that, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis should feel a certain kind of way about some of the things that took place, you know, and he stated that, you know, he would have felt a certain kind of way if somebody held a press conference the same time he held his press conference, you know, but he would have just simply brushed it off and stayed in his lane and focused on his, you know, his abilities, right, and what he can control. So, you know, and Floyd Mayweather said, "All good things come to an end, nothing lasts forever," which is true. You know, I don't believe that they have to part ways on a bad note. I believe that they could part ways on a mutual note and still help one another, right? Because Floyd Mayweather, let's not get it twisted, Floyd Mayweather did reap the benefits of Gervonta Tank Davis' skill set, okay? How many fighters has he made into a superstar like Gervonta Tank Davis? And he co-signed a lot of fighters like Badu Jack, okay, Jalen Love. Guys, I love those 2 guys, man. 2 great guys, Badu Jack, Jalen Love. You know, he's co-signed a lot of fighters, right? But they haven't turned out to be what Gervonta Tank Davis is. He sold out the Staples Center in L.A. He sold out State Farm Arena in Atlanta. He sells out in Baltimore. He's going to sell out the Barclays Center May 28th against Rolando Rolly Romero, who's relatively unknown. So with that said, you know, maybe it is time to spread his wings, sprout his roots and go about his business, right? But I just think in this situation, in my opinion, it's just distasteful, right? I just think that,
Worried about Tank right now. Always business. Hey, what do you think about what's going on with Tank and Floyd, man? It's money scene. With who? Tank and Floyd. Tank and Floyd? Yeah. Floyd not worried about Tank right now because he got to worry about Yaya. She just got like 6 years on probation and shit. So like shit going crazy. Shit going crazy.
So you heard what he said, right? So I just think that should just be off limits. That was unnecessary in my opinion, but to each its own. But let's see how this unfolds with Floyd and Tank moving forward. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like your shady videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.